Y'all, I got like the favorite products keep falling into me. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing my, I was about to say March favorites, February favorites, and I'm really excited to get back into doing favorites. I will be planning to do favorites every month, and I'm going to put that out there in the universe because that is happening. It's one of my favorite videos to film. It's one of my favorite videos to watch, and I just want to sit down and kick it with y'all and talk about products that I've enjoyed, products I've been using a lot. And when I do my favorites videos, maybe they're new products, but maybe they're not. They're just really what I've been using and loving and just spending time with. And that's just always my thought process as I go about it. And I think about it as if I was talking to a friend about, you know, the things that I'm using and enjoying for the month. So that's where we're at, and we're actually going to kick it off strong and talk about the first thing. Oh, I just realized there's a snag in it. 2 snags. Oh no. Anyway, it's my new book bag. I had not bought a book bag, I think, since undergrad. And I'm not even making a joke here. But I picked up this book bag. Of course, I had to go black. You gotta go classic black. And at first, I didn't know how I would feel about it. I actually got this at Target, but after running around the entire college town looking for a book bag and could not find one. But I actually really love it. There's a ton of pockets. Maybe I'll do a what's in my book bag, but there's a pocket here, there's a pocket here, there's a pocket here. Like, it's just so much space. There's a space right here. I kind of treat this as like almost like a purse, almost, this little piece right here, because I tend to, for the most part, I don't always wear a book bag when I don't always wear a purse when I'm wearing my book bag. Most times I don't, because it's just an extra step, and I normally have my lunch bag. There's one right here, and then they also have this case on this part on the back where you can put your lunch bag. Like, it was just so well designed. It's really good on the back. I haven't had any problems with that. It's really cushiony, and it's so sturdy. It fits so much stuff in here, and it is just, it's grad school approved. It's grad school approved, so I would highly recommend it. So I wanted to mention that. And this is the Embark. I don't know the exact name. I will try to figure out if there's an exact name to it, but the brand that it's from is Embark. And like I said, I picked it up at Target. I don't know where else it's sold. Let's just put that down over there. Okay, got a ton of favorites to talk about this month, so let's just keep going. Get the phone out the way. And another thing I want to mention is this Mrs. Meyers Clean Day aromatherapeutic room freshener and lemon verbena scent. This is so, it just smells so fresh and so clean, and just, y'all remember that song? Just so fresh and clean. But I love this after I've cleaned my house because it's just the perfect touch. It really smells good. Now, when I picked this up, I also picked up the lavender scent, and I gotta say, I'm not crazy about the lavender scent, and I love lavender, but the lavender for this, I think, smells artificial. Like, it almost smells like grapes to me or something versus actual lavender. And I have real lavender oil, but this really does smell true to the lemon claim. And it's just so fresh. Every time I get done cleaning my house, I spray it, and then throughout the week, I'll spray this before I leave home sometimes, so that when I come back, I don't know, it calms me down. It just calms me down, and I just love when my house smells fresh and things are organized and together, and this scent smells lovely. So I would highly recommend you check this out. And it lasts an extremely long time. I was so shocked by how long this lasts. Sticking with non-beauty favorites, the next thing I wanted to mention is this Bigelow Chamomille Vanilla and Honey Herbal Tea. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Bigelow is one of my favorite tea brands. So these are the tea packets like this, and a lot of times I'll have tea packets in my book bag, but this is just such a nice tea for when you're winding down your night, as you're getting ready for bed. This is a great tea. It's so soothing and relaxing and calming. I love for this to be the last thing I have before I brush my teeth to go to bed. This is really nice to have, and then get you a good book and curl up. Just saying. So I really like it, and I have just been drinking it so much, and I need to get a new pack. But I wanted to mention it for my tea lovers out there. I know we bond over that, so if you have not tried the chamomile vanilla and honey tea from Bigelow, I would highly recommend it. Another thing, now this is not new to me at all. This is the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. I found out about this like really early on, maybe as a junior or a senior in college, when I started learning about my natural hair way before, like in the process of me transitioning. And this is my most repurchased mask. This is probably one of my most used masks, but it doesn't get the love it deserves on my channel. So we're gonna be fixing that. And what I love about this mask, oh, I hope it doesn't spill out on my bed, is that it's actually a powder. Oh, y'all can't even see that. There was no point of me opening that up. But it's actually a powder and you have to mix it up. It tells you that you can mix it up with apple cider vinegar. I know some people mix it up with water. I actually do so many different concoctions. One of my favorite is and I think I'm going to do a video all surrounding that, because you can really customize this for what your skin needs at the time. So I really want to do some type of video surrounding that for you guys, to show you some of my favorite ways that I love to use this on my face. I also have used this in my hair as a natural shampoo, and it works really well for that. It really helps with defining the curls. Really helps with defining the curls. But on the face, I mean, this is really one of the best masks for really cleansing the skin, helping with acne and problem skin, and just really clarifying your skin. So I really love it. I find that this is usually my weekend mask, because it's just during the week I try to cut out as many steps as possible, but over the last month I have actually been using this during the week as well. So wanted to give that a shout out. Something is in my eye, y'all. I'm trying to film eyelashes. Get it together. Okay. Something is still in my eye. I cannot get it out. But the next thing I wanted to mention, so I finally tried the Pixi Skin Treats facial sprays, and the first one I tried, I've been loving this one since December, and then got this one in January. This one is the Hydrating Milky Mist. I traveled home with this one, and this one is the Glow Mist, and it actually has oil in here, and so then you shake it up. Both of these are absolutely amazing. Like, I mean, seriously, for dry skin, I think if you don't have dry skin, you might still enjoy it, but I don't know if you would enjoy it as much. And I also don't know for those who don't have dry skin. Like, for instance, when I had oily skin, I stayed away from this particular one with argan oil in it. And not because I was scared of oil, because I still used oil when I had oily skin, but I just didn't need this much moisture. However, this hydrating one is just a little bit lighter on the moisture than this one with the oil in it, but I absolutely love them both. I will spray them on. Do you guys remember when I used to use rose water all the time, and I would spray my face with rose water and then go in a primer? I use these in the same way. Also, when I finish my makeup, I'll spray these before I do a setting spray to kind of lock the makeup in more and help it to last longer on the skin. So these are just a great addition to my makeup routine, because it does not take much and my skin will immediately start looking cakey and dry, especially in between my eyebrows, on my nose. It just, I really have to really work with my makeup as somebody with dry skin now, because if not, my makeup does not look good. I said it once and I will say it again. Dry skin is so high maintenance, but I'm really finding that I'm learning to deal with it. And these sprays are some of the best that I have tried and have now become my new favorite facial sprays for my dry skin. So I really like these. And oh, and if you're wondering, yes, they have an extremely fine mist. That's another thing that makes them amazing. They have such a fine mist. Even this one, they have such a fine mist. You know, you don't get those weird droplets all over your face. It sprays evenly, dries evenly, no problem. Really, really love those. And then, oh, well, I'm not going to mention that yet, because I want to mention it with something else. Then the other thing I want to mention, I don't think I talked about this one, but I've been loving this since last year. I've been using this for 3 or 4 months, maybe even a little bit more. This is the Cerave. Is it Cerave or Cerave? I have no idea how they actually say this. Hydrating cleanser. And this is my nighttime cleanser. So after I take off my makeup, I'll go in and I'll put this all over my face, and then I'll use my Clarisonic with this and cleanse my face. And this is, again, dry skin approved. This is what we need, y'all. I'm telling you. I think all skin types honestly could really enjoy this, but for dry skin, right here. And let me tell you why. Because it cleanses the skin so well, but it doesn't overstrip the skin. It doesn't leave your skin feeling tight or anything. Like when I wash this off, my skin just feels really refreshed and clean, but it still feels, it feels hydrating. It feels hydrating. Not greasy, not oily, not just the perfect balance of hydrating, but it also cleanses the skin really well. Now, I can't speak to what this does in terms of like cleansing makeup off, because I don't use cleansers to take my makeup off. I like to take my makeup off as its own step and then go in to get any leftover makeup, if any, and actually cleanse my skin. But I really love this, and I actually just picked up a new bottle today at Target because I'm really, really low. The next thing I want to mention, which is the foundation I'm wearing today. So I really got this urge to go back and try the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I picked it up in 110 Cream Cafe this time. And do you guys remember early on, like the first year of my channel, I talked about the L'Oreal Infallible line so much as somebody with oily skin, and I missed this foundation so much. This was one of those products that I was truly missing, and so I wanted to try it again, but I thought, with dry skin, how's that gonna work? Well, here's how. Okay, get you a good facial spray, have a really nice hydrating primer, and then depending on my mood, like today, I have on this Infallible Pro Matte with only a couple drops of jojoba oil in it. This is one of my favorite oils. This is another favorite. Been using it for years, been loving it for years. Hair, skin, nails, face, makeup, everything. This is so good. I think this is the oil that, even if you are not into oils, this one will convert you. And I don't know many people that don't like jojoba oil. It's the closest oil to, from the research I've done, it's the closest oil to the oil that the sebum that our hair naturally produces. And it just works amazing. I've used it for hot oil treatment, just everything. But I put about 3 drops of it in with this foundation today, and it gives just a really nice soft radiance. Also, sometimes I will do that, but also add a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in with it too. Or sometimes I would just do the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow together and put it all over my skin. Just clearly mixing was a thing for me this month, but I just love that I can wear this Pro Matte. Now, the Pro Matte by itself, I don't like the Pro Matte on my skin that much when it's completely by itself, unless I have a heavy duty oil on my face already and all of that, because I do have extremely dry skin now. But this is amazing for oily skin. This used to be one of my favorite foundations, but I have figured out how to wear it and how to really enjoy it for dry skin, and I have just been rocking this all month. This has been my go to school foundation, just wherever I need to go. This has been the foundation that I have been rocking. So thank God for a squeezy tube. That's why I need squeezy tubes in my life. I'm going to leave that down there to the end of the video because I'm comfortable, so I'm not going to move. But yes, I have been loving those foundations. Just pretend like I'm holding the other foundation. My channel be a hot mess sometimes, but this is real life right now, y'all. But yeah, I have been loving this. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. The next thing I want to mention is where's the other eyeshadow? Brush this off. The next thing I want to mention is a primer. This is a primer I passed up. So, like, I passed this up for years. I really believe it was years. This is the NYX Honeydew Me Up Primer Serum. I really have enjoyed this. And here's the thing. I don't think this would be for everybody. I think you would either really love it or really hate it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a very, like, goopy texture, and I think a lot of people would not like that, but it soaks in and moisturizes the skin so well, and the feeling that it leaves on the skin is unlike anything that I have put on my skin before. It's such a hydrated, soft look, and when I really want to go full on with the moisture and the glow, these two have been, I'll spray this, let that set, and then go in with this. This is so nice for hydrating the skin and really preparing my dry skin for makeup. I would highly recommend this if you have extremely dry or dehydrated skin. I know it seems a little bit weird, but I really like the other thing that I will say, because it does have some gold flecks in there, and I didn't realize that, but the gold flecks actually don't show up on the skin. I know some people have compared this to the YSL, I think it's like the YSL Touche Eclat primer, but they said that the gold flecks do show up on the skin, but it's like a really soft shimmer or something like that. I don't know because I don't have that one, but I wouldn't want to see the gold flecks at all, and they don't show up on the skin. I actually didn't know they were in there. Still kind of wish they weren't, but they literally don't show up on the skin at all. So yes, highly recommend that. And then just moving right along with makeup, I just wanted to shout out the Lorac Mega Pro 4. It's so funny. I feel like so many things in this video, I'm like, oh, I was on the fence about it, or I didn't want to purchase it for so long. Here we go. The Lorac Pro 4. I saw Emily Noel, which I will link her review because I just think it was just a stellar review. She just really, I think, went point by point, pros and cons, and just laid it out. So, I eventually decided to pick up this eyeshadow palette. Now, I am a fan of Lorac eyeshadows, but when I first saw this, I'm going to keep it real with you. When I first saw this, I thought, oh, absolutely no. I thought, no. Here it is right here. When I first saw this, I thought, no. I thought, I don't know what you tried to do here, Lorac, but no. And it wasn't that I thought it was ugly. I couldn't figure out how I would use it. But you know what? Because some of the colors in here are so unusual. But I gotta tell you, don't let that deter you, because I just constantly find new looks. Every time I use it, I find something different that I love. I think this palette, Emily Noel said this, and I also think it's extremely true. This palette has just forced me to do so many things outside of my comfort zone. And it's not that I don't play with color, because I play with color a lot, but I think it's forced me to try some new color combinations that are just absolutely stunning. Now today I feel like I have on a pretty simple look because I actually have honey, because one of the shimmer shades I had not played with at all, because I mean, you know, it's such a typical like bronze shade, but I hadn't played with that because I've been playing with some of these other, you know, more unusual shades. But this is great. The mattes are amazing. I've done a ton of just all matte looks with this, and so today I was like, you know, let's get some shimmer up in here. These two shades down here, Unicorn and Lotus, oh, these are going to be so great in the spring and summer. They give such a pretty soft look to the eye. Absolutely love them. Mocha has been my go-to transition shade. You also get a huge mirror in here. This is a makeup lover's palette, because you sit down and you just have so much at your disposal to play with, to try something new, and to really just experiment with finishes. And I just absolutely love it. It has been what I've been using since December. And I think this was an honorable mention because I had just gotten it close to the end of December, so I didn't want to put it in my favorites video, but it was one of the best purchases I made at the end of last year. So absolutely love that. And then also same with this, bought it really close to the end of last year. This is the Makeup Geek Burnished Deep Skin Bronzer. It has been so hard for me to find a bronzer for my skin tone. In the drugstore, I feel like a lot of the bronzers are way too light for me. Some of them I could use to like set my under eye concealer, and some of them are just my skin tone, but this one is actually a bronzer on me, and this is what was missing from my makeup, a bronzer. I really love the dimension it gives to the face, and I feel like it helps me to not look as flat, and it just works so well. Let me see if I can show it to you on my hand. I'm doing a heavy swatch only because I just want you to see the color. I hope you can see that. But I love this bronzer, and I've just been putting it around my hairline, and also sometimes I've even used it just really lightly in the hollow of my cheeks as well, and it works great there as well. So I've been absolutely loving that. Then last few things I want to mention, IT Cosmetics brushes. Whew. Now, I don't have a lot of high-end brushes at all. I just have not been interested. But these brushes are so incredibly soft. IT Cosmetics, so my Ulta was having a sale where all of the IT brushes were half off. And these are the IT brushes for Ulta, and they were all half off. And I thought, you know what? I need to get them. This one is just in their regular line. I think, no, it's the IT brush from Ulta too. This is the number 105 blending crease brush, and I have 2 of those. And then this one I actually got on accident. I thought I was getting 3 of this one, but I love it. This is the blending shadow brush. This one reminds me of the first blending brush that e.l.f. came out with. Actually, the second one that was in the studio line, and it's kind of flat, but this one is fatter than that brush and just a little bit wider. But this is a great multitasking brush because you can put shadow on your lid with this. You can blend shadow in the crease, work in your outer V, whatever you want to do with that. These are just amazing blending brushes. I use these in my crease. I use these to blend out transition. And they are so soft. They clean so well, and that's why I wanted to wait to put them in a favorites video. I've cleaned these quite a few times. I haven't had any shedding at all. Haven't had any problem with them, with their shape or anything like that. And I'm really picky with brushes because I like when brushes deliver what they say they're going to deliver. And these are incredibly soft. They're not one of those brushes that's like, oh, you have to use them and wash them a few times for them to be soft. No, they're soft from the beginning. And this is one of the softest brushes I've ever felt. But it's not just soft like right here on my skin, and then it's not soft on my eye. These are incredibly soft and gentle on the eye as well, and they pick up products so well. So this is really my first experience with high-end brushes, but I think I started off at the top of the game because these are some of the best brushes I have ever felt, and I'd love to try some of their face brushes, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that. But I wanted to mention those to you. And then finally, a product that I had bought, and then I hadn't spent a lot of time with this product, and I was like, you know, I literally need to spend some time with this product. These are the L'Oreal Infallible paints in the matte version, and this shade right here is 342 Tongue Tied and 346 Festival. I'm wearing this one on my lips today with a little bit of this one to deepen it up a little bit. These are so beautiful. I love them. I love the finish. I love how they feel. If you're somebody that likes a matte but you don't like a dry matte, or you don't like liquid lipsticks, I think you might enjoy these. They're really, the texture, like, it's like they're thin. Like, I don't know, it's like they're whippy or something. Like, I feel like the texture is more of like a whipped texture, but they go on really nice. Now, they don't fully dry down because they're not a liquid lipstick, but I think they last an incredibly long time to be a product that does not dry down. And they just look so beautiful. They have a ton of colors, and if you like warm tone colors as well, they have a lot of those as well. So I really like this formula a lot. And then the final thing is a perfume. I'm going to buy this in a full size. I've never gotten more compliments on a perfume before in my life, I feel like. And it's the Marc Jacobs Daisy perfume. This is, I feel like, one of those perfumes that everybody talks about. It's kind of an OG. I had never tried it before. Finally tried it, and I had forgotten what I put on. And so I kept going back to Ulta trying to figure out what it was, because I had tried it on when I was at Ulta early in the day, and then all day long people kept complimenting me on it. And I was like, oh my God, what was that I tried on? And so I finally figured out what it was, and every time I wear this, somebody stops me, something. And I don't know, I love when people compliment my scent, because I'm somebody that I notice scents, and I compliment people's scents often. I'm like, girl, what you got on? So this smells amazing. I don't even really know how to explain it. To me, it's soft, but it's soft, but you're gonna know it's there. Like, I don't want you to think it's not, it's barely there, but it's soft but powerful. That's all I can explain it as. And to me, it's just a anytime, all year round, any occasion scent for me personally. And it smells good. Just smell it. I'm not good with describing scents, for as much as I love them. I don't want to lead you astray. But if you have an opportunity to smell it or try it out, try it on your body, see if it works well with your body chemistry. This works amazing with mine, and I absolutely love it. So that's everything. I'm going to clean my hand because I still have this swatch on here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next video soon. Bye.